once more onto the breach. Is that the captain's mirror? I sense only an empty frame.
The shards are made of pure memory.
Ha! Very well, Mordechai. Show me your plans.
Teresa, if you're hearing this, I'm most certainly dead. Remember when we made that bet who of us would last longer? I hate to open old wounds, but I can't take any more chances. Not this time. You'll get through it, old gal. You've seen more than most of us. Time to look back.
That old codger, trying to charm me with that. Well, hand over your test mirror. I don't have all day. I see something. A statue. A right? Oh, no, he didn't.
What's wrong? You don't seem the type to back down from anything.
I refuse. Take someone else.
If we do not pass the mirror's tests, the treasure will remain lost forever.
Don't say Mia. Fine. If I can even remember. We must set a course for the Iron Bay.
What's waiting for us there?
With luck, someone who will help me on the trial to come. My journey on the Maiden's Path. Through the flame.
Where to, navigator?
The flames of the Iron Bay are within sight, White Crow.
You may have noticed that this island is a place of cleansing both matter and mind. Scripture dictates that a sanatorium must stand on the highest point, just as the cleansing pit must lie at the lowest. Somewhere in that sanatorium, I must find my confidant on the Maiden's Path.
Why here of all places?
I don't know. Call it intuition. We'll listen in on a few conversations. I'll know when something's worth our interest. Now choose our landing.
I thought you'd never ask. Cut through the shadows. Our objective is clear.
Well now.
So what is your test exactly?
I must walk the Maiden's Path. An old rite, meant to remind us of our purpose. Guided by a confidant, I will visit a holy place to cleanse my soul at the Maiden's beacons.
It will be
That
done.
sounds rather unhealthy for a cursed pirate.
You don't know the half of it. But one impossible task at a time, eh? First, we must find a servant of the Maiden who doesn't shoot us on sight.
Quickly.
Strange. Is that? Well now.
I'm going in.
I knew this would come.
All right.
Easy fix.
A
Kill the
feast
body,
for my
breathe
blade.
the soul.
Very traditional.
Good for another shot.
Move with speed.
Leaves are itching.
Anyone
Next
hungry?
patient. Need something, matey.
I'll hold on to this.
Watch me go.
The fire hungers for us.
What is that?
You make me look old, ship
Death is
doctor.
not defeat.
My
One-armed
strength returns.
Lady at the race.
Let's get a better view.
Good taste.
Methods are unusual. We must trust her judgment.
Still breathing. Still sane. I have spent many days recuperating in places like this.
Seems rather nice for the Inquisition. What's the catch?
Coming
There
right
is none.
up my eyes.
This harkens back to the Maiden's earliest decrees. Measure is unceasing. Fighting the curse inevitably leads to corruption. This was built as a place to heal body and mind before either falls to madness.
I
Though
do
some
like this
here
so
seem
far.
beyond help. Let's hear what the lost preaches to the mad.
Swift shrug. Coming through.
Would have seen it.
No matter. The prognosticar has him now.
All right. Easy fix. Oh, I like this one. I do like this so far.
Oh, now.
They brought
Let
him
the
in
leaves
last week.
cover all.
Eyes burned.
He walks like no blind man I've ever seen.
What is that? We have
Rose from the air.
That doesn't concern us.
Oh, this
Surely
is
the Unix
fascinating.
would have seen it.
No matter. The prognosticar has him now.
They brought him in last week.
Let me at him.
Eyes burned.
He walks like no blind man I've ever seen.
Are you sure? He's just an old blind confessor.
I've seen enough blind men to know something's rotten here.
If there was corruption in him, surely our Udex would have seen it.
The curse can be devious. We will see the truth once the prognosticar is through with him.
Did I hear mention of a confessor?
Aye. And a blind one at that. Exactly what we need, I'd say. Let us find a patient register and locate the man.
How long has it been?
I cleaned his wounds. The eyes are gone.
I smell the stench of corruption on him.
Cover seeds. Can we keep that one for later?
No, I won't go there.
Treatment's ready.
Do I see? Surely the Udex would have seen it.
No matter.
Walk it. Needs more time.
Prognosticar has him now.
Her methods are unusual. We must trust her judgment.
Toya, ready.
Working on it. This will stretch your legs. No, you do it.
strange.
Is that?
Watch me go.
You're a rare sight.
Well, now. I feel strange.
This will be fun to come back to. Wanna go somewhere else? Oh, I like that. Why don't I walk this way?
Death is not defeat.
future cold.
Food for the vines.
Let's try a new recipe.
Let's cover this up.
Can't be caught wandering anymore.
Teresa, para servirle.
Try again.
My galley is the battlefield.
Like leaves in the wind.
I do like this so far.
The flame, it'll only hurt a bit.
It's done.
Cut through the
Next,
shadows.
I gotcha.
I need to return to my post.
Here again. Walking is good for you. Ah, yes.
Fate be our judge.
A nice little stroll.
Remedies for the dead.
My verdict is final.
Good taste.
Oh, I can grow lots with
For
Coming
desperate
up,
times.
up we go. Come in mine.
Balanced to perfection.
The White Crow stands
The
ready.
heart is pierced. Toya, ready. Our objective is clear. Our options for variety are endless. All in one motion. In a moment.
To each what they deserve.
Your soul strikes true, Teresa. Thou tastes this victory. Death is raised with your legs. The heavy cut. The
better part
objective
of
is
me.
in my sight.
The administrative building. We'll find a register on the top balcony, as per the grand design. Let's get a better view. Remember, I see where this is going. A slap on the wrist.
They brought him in last week. Eyes burned.
He walks like a...
Fate be our judge.
Is that?
Ah, the register. Will you have a look, Marley?
Very well. Confessor, confessor. I have him. Admitted 4 days ago after a pirate raid. Eyes blinded by cursed influence.
Where is he now?
He was summoned to the garden for questioning by a prognosticar.
We'll cut that meeting short. To the gardens.
I clean these wounds.
Just snip them over.
I smell the...
Time is moving fast.
Filed for review. The crow flies. Oh?
Oh,
The crow has claws. Let's get a better view.
Such precision. The advantage of fire-branded eyes.
The Marley aids us. I am your executioner.
Need something, matey. This plant is growing on me.
Swift
I
justice.
follow the plan.
Eyes on the objective.
I will speak to the confessor once we've taken care of the prognosticar and his lackeys.
Can you
Food for
still
the
impersonate
vine.
a pious servant of the maiden?
In my sleep.
I am shocked, dear prognostica. Shall I cast myself into the fire?
Oh, I can grow.
An island in the storm.
Until I can determine how your
Kill the body.
eludes
Breathe.
our sight.
Souls from
so
the
you don't
air.
sense anything? In that case, I shall happily remain here.
Anyone hungry? The dish takes shape.
Still breathing. Still sane.
Oh, food for the fire.
Dicho y hecho. In the land of the blind? Who needs eyes to see? The future calls.
The lady at the ready.
On my way. Hesitation is divine.
Yeah.
Your fate ends here.
Strike with precision.
Your skills as sharp as ever, Toya. For
I'm going in.
desperate
Remedies for the dead.
Our strategy pays off.
times. The
Hello?
fire hungers for us.
Prognostica? Are you still...
Maiden guide you, Confessor. The prognosticator has other duties to attend to.
Ah, yes. Always busy, as is his calling. May I ask who I'm speaking to now? My eyes were taken.
Teresa, long-serving member of the Ordo Mensurae.
Ah, the venerable Iudex. How fares your part of the design?
Measure is unceasing, Confessor, which is why I am in need of a confidant.
You wish to walk the maiden's path. Now that is an old-fashioned request.
I am an old-fashioned sort.
Why come to me? Surely there are other confessors.
My schedule only permits a brief visit to Gran Alcazar before I head for Cartagena. I fear all the confessors there will be occupied, considering the recent pirate attack.
A reasonable assumption. Very well. I'm happy to be of assistance. When do we leave?
I will sign your release forms, then come pick you up.
Hello? Prognostica? Are you still there?
Let me speak to him. Now, let's put him to sleep.
What about the release forms?
Don't be ridiculous. Judgment is at hand.
Have you left?
6 grams of
Should
death
I wait
root,
here?
2 drops of moonshine.
Through the flames.
Memory
Someone needs a beat. Who's looking old now? Good. Now we carry him back to the Marley.
Sharpshooter. His absence will be noticed eventually.
Let it. We'll be long gone by then. As for him, we probably spared him the choice between penance and the fire.
And what shall be done with him once your test concludes?
We will cross that bridge when we get there.
Best not forget, yes?
Good taste.
Teresa, ready to serve. To each what they deserve.
Raise with your legs. Impossible.
Bring us back, Estelle.
It's done.
Back to the Marley. Experiments await.
Cut through the shadows. Back to the Mali. The Galileo.
Hey, Marley. I want to talk.
If we must, Navigator.
The Confessor is safely on board. Let's pray he doesn't catch on. Change in position. How fares our Confessor?
A mild headache, but otherwise blissfully ignorant. So what does the maiden's path entail?
Walking in the maiden's footsteps. Her rise, her trials, her suffering. There will be fire involved.
Sounds remarkably unpleasant.
Back in the maiden's time, the fire was a tool, not the object of worship it is today. Ever since we lost the maiden's guidance, it has twisted the Inquisition into a bunch of fire-crazed lunatics. And now, I must bare my soul to this eldritch parasite. What was Mordechai thinking?
I'm feeling blue.
The verdict is clear.
Good. My tobacco was getting stale. Afia, I have a request for you.
Want me to join you in another assault on the MTC?
No, I'm in dire need of your authoritative aura. I've been robbed and need the culprits to return what they've stolen from me.
Just so I understand you correctly, you complain about theft on a pirate ship.
I am, and they've not just taken any old trumpery, but my prized tobacco.
Well, by the authoritative aura that you've attested me with, I grant you the right to steal it back.
Yes, I suppose that will do.
Glad to be of service, Quartermaster.
Thanks so much. I will get right to it. Let me possess a skeleton and talk to Pete and the Nameless One. Surely they won't see through my ruse. Being left to my own devices, there was only one thing I could turn to. My own devices. I really need that tobacco back. Nothing I can't afford. Good. Now I only have to convince them that I'm the skeleton they traded the tobacco with. Greetings!
Hey, Pete, look! A skeleton. What does it want?
Tobacco back!
It wants its tobacco back, Pete. Well, then there's a little we can do.
Even these great foes didn't stand a chance when confronted with my endless cunning.
Wait a minute, Pete. Something's not right here. Huh? It's the poor skeletal fella, and he just wants his tobacco back, right?
Yes. Tobacco back?
See? There's nothing we have to worry about.
After nearly blowing my cover, my opponents were once again unaware of my true identity.
That eloquent muttering? That's no skeleton. It's you, Pincus.
Oh, curses! Once again, the urge to continue my memoirs demands its sacrifice. What do you want then, fiends? I need my tobacco back.
I think we could be convinced to part with that stuff if you brought us something way worse. He means better, don't you, eh? Way better.
At least that is something I can work with. Something better than my tobacco? I'll have to think about that for a while.
I knew this would come. I've seen it happen.
Let's get moving, eh? Straight to the point.
I am listening.
I know how much it hurts. I know you want it to stop. But what you're trying to do, that's only going to make it worse.
I remember everything about him with perfect clarity. Every time I do, I'm reminded that he isn't here now. I'll never hear his voice again. Feel his boots on my deck. I'm sorry, Navigator, but you do not know.
I told you I was a war orphan, yes? Did I tell you where from? I'm from Port Royal. I'm one of the few the dead man's fleet pulled out of the burning city. I saw my family burn to ash. My friends pulled me from the smoldering ruins of our house. Most of them died before we could reach the piers. When we sailed away, all I thought was, what if this wasn't real? Just a bad dream. I've closed that wound a long time ago. I have Mordechai to thank for it.
You were one of the orphans the captain brought on board.
Aye. Saw him lose his hand and all. Reaper's teeth, what a fight. He made jokes about it later. Think he tried to comfort us. Don't worry, eh? Look, I'll just put it in me hat. That's when I wanted to be like him. Someone who can take all the bad life throws at you and still make the best of it. A true pirate, eh?
Perhaps. I was too quick to judge you, Navigator. I will reconsider our previous discussion. In the meantime, let us continue on our journey. Agreed?
The tides obey no one.
The crow flies. Welcome on board, Confessor. Anything you need?
Thank you. I am quite well, though I can't seem to remember quite how I got here.
You nodded off in the carriage. We had to carry you on board.
I do have a sound sleep, it is true. I'm quite glad to be at sea again. What type of vessel is this? So far, I've yet to smell incense or hear the sound of prayer.
You will find all those things on the lower decks.
I see. I shall let one of the acolytes guide me there.
Sharpshooter, I refuse to have incense burned on my lower decks.
Suck it up. It's a miracle he hasn't caught on yet, and it's a long way to Gran Alcázar. I see where this...
Set a course, Navigator. I have transported the Confessor to Gran Alcázar.
Now, we don't have his luxury of walking around unmolested. Make sure we are not disturbed. Then I will speak to him and begin the rite. In theory, we will visit 3 beacons across Gran Alcázar to conclude the rite.
And in practice?
No cursed has ever walked the Maiden's Path. Whatever happens, will happen. Now, choose our landing, before I regret this.
About time!
At last!
Well, well. Now we're getting somewhere.
Best.
This one is special.
Teresa, para servirle. Let's get a better view. Objective in sight. The beacon of revelation. First step on the Maiden's Path. Let's make sure we are not disturbed.
I'll send a message.
My head is loose.
Who? I have no need for golden rubbish.
Strange. Still breathing. Still sane. Dicho y hecho.
Straight to the point.
Well, no.
I cast for treasure.
Let's get you somewhere else.
How many?
Time is on our side.
They all seek my riches.
Tasks have already been assigned.
What's in it for me? Always move forward. Let's send them on their way. No second thoughts, eh? A sword through the heart. I'll be there soon.
You got grit.
Aye. I get already.
I have the new orders for supplies.
Let's unshackle your soul. See you around, friend.
The court is in session.
I'll hold on to what is mine. Nobody takes what's mine. Fishing for
Each
another
what
memory.
they deserve.
You never miss, do you?
The crow flies for desperate times. Confessor,
Ah, Teresa, there you are. Is it just me, or have things gone strangely quiet around here?
I haven't noticed. Shall we begin?
Of course. Let me see if I remember the words. Dearest maiden, mother of flame, who suffers for us eternally to keep the darkness at bay. Today, her child Teresa has come to walk in your arduous footsteps. This humble confessor will aid her on her path. He will hear her regrets and ease her suffering. Step forward, Teresa.
Maiden, I come to you bare and helpless as you were when you found the fire. May the flames reveal the darkness of my soul. Maiden, help me. Ah! In the name of the maiden, I judge thee guilty. I cleanse my doubts with fire. I am reborn. Well, well. What is this now?
Teresa? Is everything all right?
Yes, Confessor. It has just been a long time.
Well, if you think you can carry on, shall we head to the next beacon?
Go ahead. I will rejoin you shortly. Marley, what are these shadows?
The fire has destabilized your cursed soul. It has manifested echoes from your past.
They must be destroyed. I can feel it. I must use my power.
What do we have here?
Fire, I am reborn.
An anchor
I knew
in the
this
sea.
would come.
Got a good head in my chest.
My sight reaches
Consider it
far.
done.
A mankind's shield against the curse.
My body fades.
I am the verdict is instrument of her.
Tough customer.
In the name.
Let's see what's out.
I judge thee guilty. None shall obstruct our
Golden
mission.
greetings.
good for another shot.
All corruption.
The court is in session.
From nothing she lifted me. From weakness she shaped me. I am her humble servant.
Ah, yes. I remember the foolish girl I once was. That's what we all were. Fools, lamenting that we'd been thrust into this terrible lost Caribbean. Until the maiden discovered the fire and became our beacon.
Straight to the point. From here to there.
All corruption.
Let's not forget. Yes.
There's no distance. Always move forward.
The White Crow stands
From corruption she shielded me. From darkness she spared me. Her fire lights my path.
After years of futile struggle against the cursed, the fire became our salvation. We reveled in its power, ignorant of the horrors it would make us into. Even before we lost the Maiden's guidance, we had already doomed ourselves. Let us continue to the next beacon. Our friend is waiting.
What do we have here?
I can smell
I like
gold
these
already.
odds.
To each what they deserve.
Welcome to the other side.
If there is value, it's mine.
I can help if you let me.
Oh, caught a memory. The rod reaches far. Not right now. Finders keepers, right? Ready to fire.
My sight reaches far.
I am surprised you still remember all this dogma.
How could I forget? I was there from the start. I saw the maiden temper our strength, liberate the poor and oppressed. I followed her call to the first Purga Magna, eager to drive back the curse. I witnessed the Spanish envoys take all we'd built and throw it into the fire.
A memory unleashed.
I knew this would come.
Let's see what's out there.
I can see the objective.
In the Beacon of Judgment, the second of 3 steps on the Maiden's path.
Somehow I expected there to be more.
The main path includes only 3. Revelation, Judgment, and Suffering.
Well, at least we won't be here all day.
Another moment in time. Sign your treaty to die.
Once more until my verdict is final.
I'll hold on to what is mine.
Ah, swift justice. Judgment is at hand. Thank you for waiting, Confessor.
Oh, it is no trouble at all. I am enjoying not being questioned for once. Now, shall we continue? Dearest maiden, bringer of fire, who has been judged in our name, Teresa has begun to walk the difficult journey of your life. Her past has been revealed so that she may be judged as you were before us.
Maiden, I give myself to the judgment of the fire. May it test the conviction of my soul. And should I be found wanting, let it consume me.
Are we sure this isn't a terrible idea?
Hush! Oh!
She burned for us. She freed us all. I could not stop it. Maiden, help me. I must not waver. Her fire will guide us.
Teresa, have you weathered the storm?
I need another moment. Go ahead without me.
Are you certain? Let me call an apothecary.
I am fine. Thank you. Now please, before I embarrass myself further.
Sharpshooter, I can feel your soul weaken with each shadow that appears.
The Maiden's path is never easy. A bolt for each, just like the last time. I will rot before I let the fire get the better of me.
Nobody takes what's mine. Thank you, Marley. Finders keepers, right?
At your service.
The crow flies. I am a better shot.
Golden greetings.
What do we have here?
That's a big one.
The better part of me.
Careful negotiations.
Never look back.
Shoot with the...
I like it
To
already.
each what they deserve.
Monarch's puppet took her away.
Teresa, ready to serve.
Could I?
Judgment is at hand.
Could anyone?
I cast for treasure.
I thought so.
Will it yield coin?
The monarch's puppet took her away.
Let's get moving, eh?
Could I have stopped it?
No second thoughts, eh?
Don't sell me short. Nobody takes what's
My
landed
strength
everyone.
and sternness.
My soul. Heave ho!
Strange.
Any coin?
It's done.
Let's get you somewhere else.
Having is better than wanting. An offer I can't
I have
refuse.
stopped it. Could anyone? The monarch's puppet took her away.
You threw your
Teresa,
net and
para
captured
ser
them.
straight to the comes to be for desperate times. The White Crow stands
If
ready.
there is value, it's mine.
The monarch's puppet took her away. She screamed. The fire made her scream.
It's a deal.
Monarch's puppet took her away.
Opportunity calls.
Maiden,
Aye.
is this you?
Still breathing. Still sane.
Could I have stopped it? Could anyone?
What's in it for me?
She screamed.
I like these odds.
Made her
Your help is appreciated.
Anything shiny? Diamonds, rubies, emeralds.
Let's see what's out.
Could I have stopped?
I see you searching their pockets, but
Well, well.
the better part of me.
Let's get you somewhere else.
She's
Got a good head in. That's a big one.
fire made her
What do we have here? Heave ho! I'll be there soon.
I have stopped it. Could
Let's get you somewhere else.
Maiden, help me.
A moment to remember.
Is this your justice?
Now we're getting somewhere.
Merely follow their given task.
The court is in session. Let's get a better view.
Could I
Justice is harsh.
scream? Could anyone? I watch her go with her accusers. I see her sentenced by false charges. Her word denies us retribution.
The old world saw us breaking away and sent a tribunal to bring us back into the fold. They saw the maiden as a threat and concocted a false trial to remove her from power. We would have fought to the last for her, but she would not have it. Our swords were not meant for the living, she said.
I can smell gold.
What's in
already.
it for me?
How long has it been?
No second thoughts, eh? Little death bringer. Don't let the flame get
Let's
you.
see eye to eye. It will be dealt with.
Could I have stopped?
Landed a heavy one.
Anyone?
At your service. Let's get you somewhere else. Consider it done.
Golden greetings. Fishing for another memory. Finders keepers.
My soul is razor sharp.
Could anyone?
Otra ronda.
I can smell gold already.
Let's get moving, eh?
Took her away.
Straight to the
treasure.
My sight reaches far.
Could I have stopped?
Once more unto
Could
the beach.
any burned for us? She freed us all.
This will be good for you.
Do not waste blessed rounds.
This moment.
I watch the pyre from the crowd. I see the fire light the straw. Her eyes look skyward as she burns.
The tribunal sentenced the maiden to be burned at the stake. Fire would be her executioner. A cruel gesture, no doubt intended to break our spirits forever. If only they had known the consequences of their folly.
I watch the fire leave her frame. I see her adversaries burn. My throat is raw with exultation.
It was a miracle. The fire leapt from her burning body, engulfing her accusers. The Gawkers fled in panic, but the devout of us stayed, witnessing the dawn of a new age. And through all of it, she remained on the pyre, still looking skyward, still burning. And so she burns to this day. The shadows are scattered. Onwards, to the cathedral. The verdict is clear.
At your command.
Glad you have our backs. Now we're getting somewhere. Free. From here to there. Time freeze. I'll be there soon.
Aim with the eyes of a Eudex.
Our strength returns.
Blink.
Shoot with the conviction.
I like these
I
odds.
see.
I'm honing in.
Maiden would be ashamed. Again.
Well, well.
I knew this would come. Dicho y hecho. Through the flames.
Opportunity calls. I like it already.
The fire hungers for us. The future calls. A record of the past. Justice has been granted. Ah, swift justice.
It will be dealt with.
I still see it in my nightmares. The maiden set ablaze. I was there in the crowd. I could have done something to end her pain. But of course I didn't. And so she continues to burn. 100 years of suffering. Where's the justice in that?
My chest is off limits. Nobody takes
I am
what's
your
mine.
executioner.
That's a big one.
Ah, the better part of me.
Diamonds, rubies, emeralds.
Try again.
Yes, I see we understand each other.
What's in it for me? I'll be there soon.
Judgment is at hand. Justice has been granted.
Closer to the objective.
The final step on the maiden's path. The beacon of suffering.
Charming name.
The maiden suffers eternally to keep the fire alive. It is the ultimate act of devotion.
Ever imagined a world where Blackbeard had doused that flame?
I've lost the taste for fantasies. Now let us clear the final beacon. Teresa, para servirle. The crow flies.
Is something...
What do we have here?
A wise decision.
Aye.
Oh, I can't stand
What?
their babbling.
Consider it done. I like it already.
My sight reaches far.
Nobody takes what's mine.
My soul is razor sharp.
We found no common ground.
No second thoughts, eh?
I can do this forever.
Better than wanting. Careful negotiations. No one cheats death but us.
It's done. Always move forward.
Got a good heading. Landed a heavy one. An offer I can't refuse. Memory
this was
after
coming.
memory.
Quite the shot, Teresa. Consider me impressed.
For desperate times.
I like these odds.
Do I see?
This memory. I like it already.
What is
I
that?
cast for treasure.
There's no reason to put them.
Nobody takes what's mine. Another kind
What
of
do we
bait.
have here? Well, well.
Urgh. You threw your net
Opportunity
and captured a memory,
comes.
Marley.
It is our deeds that make us, not this drivel.
Consider it done.
They all seek my riches.
What's in it for me?
Shall not pass on my... The crow flat. My verdict is final.
Let's get moving, eh? Heavy. No second thoughts, eh?
Golden greetings. Diamonds, rubies, emeralds. Leathery reeled in. I can smell
do we have
gold
here?
already.
Let me tell you what they said.
Is that?
Who?
Finders keepers.
Face
Swift justice.
I drive a deadly bargain.
I see what this is. For desperate times. Confessor.
I was beginning to worry. Are you certain you wish to continue?
I've never been more ready.
Very well. Kneel, Teresa. Holy maiden, hallowed be thy suffering. I bring to you, Teresa, whose faults have been revealed and judged.
Maiden, I am ready to bear your pain. Through your anguish I will be cleansed. Through your eternal agony, I will...
Teresa?
Damn it all! Why put me through this torture? As if I hadn't suffered enough. She was everything to me, and they took her away, and I did nothing! And now she suffers forever because of this parasite! This damned fire! Ah! Traitor! Betrayer! Failure!
What's going on?
Her soul was thrown into chaos. If she doesn't fight her shadows, we may lose her for good.
You hear that, White Crow? Get shooting.
I'm tired. Perhaps this was always my fate.
You've been in tight spots before. You're the bloody White Crow, act like it.
Cheeky little runt. Very well. Once more unto the breach. I am the maiden's judgment, my sight rich as far. My gaze reveals the curse.
That's one shadow down.
Her bolt has returned on its own. She can shoot again.
The maiden's teachings guide my shot. Her light illuminates my soul. She is my beacon in the darkness. She is my island in the sea. You did.
Her soul is at a critical point.
Keep it up, White Crow.
In her name I judge the wretches, the foul, the evil, and the cursed. By her law, I separate the wicked from the just, the sinners from the devout. And thus, through my blood and tears and unyielding faith, Teresa. Teresa!
It's been a while.
Teresa! I ease the suffering of this world. Ship, how does my soul fare?
It has stabilized. Even better. It seems invigorated.
Teresa?
Confessor?
I'm not sure what happened. Forgive me, but I have bungled the rite.
It is quite all right. We have finished here.
You concluded the rite yourself. Marvelous.
Come. You look pale. Why not sit down for a moment?
This is where we part ways, I presume.
You have my thanks. I know it couldn't have been easy.
Oh, I had a jolly good time. Doubly so considering I was traveling with the Cursed.
So you knew?
It wasn't hard to figure out. But when you approached me, I admit, I was quite intrigued.
That's not all, is it? You aren't truly blind, either.
Technically, no. Though I feel my corruption is quite harmless.
Look at us. Two damned souls chatting away in the maiden's hallowed house.
Do you think she minds? The world has changed much since her time.
I think she weeps for what her Inquisition has become.
She might. But if wretches like us still carry her light, perhaps all is not lost.
Farewell, Confessor. I hope you find your own way in these strange times. We are done here. To the exit.
That cheeky priest. I like his guts. Always move forward. Aye. Blink. Consider it done.
That was fun.
It is done. I have walked the maiden's path. The mirror should be satisfied. The crow flies.
The mirror awaits. Ready?
Naturally.
Approach then, sharpshooter.
Mordechai, your mirror witnessed my soul, and I passed its test. I hate what my Inquisition has become, and deep down, I hated myself for allowing it to happen. But the past is what shapes us. The only true way is forward, and your test has rekindled hope in my heart. It is done. I'll go roost on the main mast again. If you ever fancy a chat, you know where to find me. I'll even throw in a smoke.
Come to me if you're free, Navigator. I have a few things to say.
Never look back.
Come now. You're the only one who can help.
I told you before. I can't wrap
Now
my
we're
head
getting
around what you
somewhere.
want from me.
Navigator, I have rethought my goals regarding the treasure. The captain was never shackled by the past. It is time I learned from his example. When we find the Time Soul, I will do my best to...
Marley?
Something's wrong. It's her. I have to go.
Marley, what's going on here? You. Well, well.
I see you. I knew you'd show up eventually.
If I remember correctly, you were offering a smoke.
Here, have one.
Strong stuff.
Always. Have you looked up at the sky lately? Watched the stars?
Well, they do come in handy while navigating.
I haven't seen the stars since I lost my eyes. The maiden believed that all good comes from above. Even the fire resembles the constellations. To me, they were the expression of cosmic order. A glorious purpose that we all shared. To be a young soul again.
It's never too late, eh? I'm sure there's some ambition left in you.
For now, I am content in our jolly crew. You can certainly use the help. As for the future, maybe one day I'll pay a final visit to Madre Grande.
Well, well. A curse sneaking into the Inquisition capital. Sounds interesting.
Maybe you've rekindled my taste for fantasies.
Consider it done.
If you must. Nothing I can't afford. Excuse me, young lady of the flowers.
I'll plant a fist in your groin if you call me that again.
Ah, to be young and passionate again. Now, it seems you're occupied with one of your endearing experiments.
I'm trying to extract the essence of a boy plant to see if it can be applied reversely to our foes. If you just came here to waste my time, I'll just continue to do that.
No. You see, Pete and the Nameless One have taken interest in a tobacco that is quite dear to me. And I was wondering, hoping, actually, that you have something that they would enjoy even more.
Those two are powerful souls. Must be strong stuff if they got a taste for it. I believe the only thing of similar potency is black moss.
Black moss?
Aye. Waves have been high enough for the last few days, so the bow's probably overgrown with it.
Oh my, the side of the ship. Unfortunately, I do have a certain antipathy to heights. And also, I can't swim.
How in Blackbeard's name did you make the cut, Pincus?
Well, I usually let others do the work for me. Speaking of just that, would you collect the moss for me?
Not a chance.
Ah, it never hurts to ask. Maybe a skeleton could help me out then.
Blake.
The black moss can only be reached by water. I definitely won't be swimming there myself. Let me possess a skeleton. That won't be a challenge. This one really never tasted caviar. Good snout. I will draw their last breath. I have to get a new coat anyway.
Thanks.
Got it. That must must be the moss Sulady was talking about. Pete and the Nameless One will surely be happy with that. The burdens of nobility. Gentlemen, it is a pleasure to be back.
Ah, Pinkus. What's it gonna be this time? Wait, how can we be sure it's not a skeleton disguised as Pinkus?
Well, whomever you decide me to be, may I present to you Black Moss?
Not bad. You climbed down the side of the ship. Didn't think you had it in you.
Thus he stood, basking in glorious hymns of praise.
You take your stuff then. Unfortunately, there's basically nothing left.
Only to be brought back to reality quite harshly. That is truly all that's left.
That's right. We used up the rest. As we said, it was quite good tobacco.
Ah, you manky heaps of bones! Have you no decency?
I'd say about as much as the amount of tobacco you've got left. And that's being generous.
Well, setbacks are part of many great quests. What's done is done, I suppose. What shall I do? I suppose I need to talk to the ship doctor and hope she will indulge me again. But I will give her some time. I think she's not yet ready for another squall of my astounding presence. Vici-Vincent.
Toya, ready.
Let's see what's out there. Where are you, Ignatia?
Pitiful soul. Did you really think I'd simply remain your idle captive? I found a little helper to carry me into the Marley's depths. Soon, I will be reunited with my true self and grant her all the knowledge I have discovered.
Not if I can help it. Virgilio, I need you right now.
Calmatevi, signora. I await you at the usual spot.
No second thoughts, eh?
I must say, things are getting quite interesting.
Spare me. I have to get to Ignatia.
My. You're growing a bit too reliant on my services.
One last time, Virgilio. For me.
I am too easily swayed. Andiamo.
Good work, Jester. Jester?
Is that you, Navigator? I don't know how you got here, but I need your help. Come now.
Aye. Estelle, what are you doing down here?
She was under Ignatius' control and carried the captain's head down here. I already broke the spell. Come.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Ignatia is forcing me to create a pathway through the below.
How do I stop her?
Too late, Navigator. Open the gates. So, this is how you flee from my grasp time and time again. Most devious. Alas, I've come for different insight. Let us see what my fragment has spied from you.
Do something, Navigator!
Do you hear it, little cursed? The desperate... Nobody takes what is mine, Navigator! Unleash! Do you hear it, little cursed? The desperation in your host's inhuman... Pointless! My will is unbreakable.
Some help, please.
Come, fragment. Grant me the knowledge you have gained. Ah, I see. So Mordechai made you the key. Very well. Stumble through your final tests, pirates. I will await you at the end.
Why can't I resist the captain's head?
Infuriating to be at the mercy of your power, isn't it? How long I've spent devising rites to counter you, yet in the end, the answer was so simple. Any human soul would have accepted Mordecai's death by now. But not you. You never needed to face grief, loss, pain. Your power has left you defenseless to them. Do you understand now? It's not the semblance of your captain that grants me power over you. It is your inability to let him go. And that is why you will fail.
Sorry, Marley. I tried my best.
I know, Navigator. She's gone now. I'll send a few skeletons to pick you up. Come to me, Navigator.
Aye.
I can't forget what she said.
Don't let Ignatia turn your head around. She's just trying to break you down.
But she's right. I couldn't even bring myself to throw his skull overboard. How do I fight this, Navigator? How do I win against myself?
That's for you to figure out, Marley. When we find the treasure, you'll be ready.
Anyone hungry? It will be done.